Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called Artisan TD. The game is $17 and obviously by the name it is a tower defense game. So today I am going to be playing the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on the game. If you are in a hurry and you don't want to watch the full video, then you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video. I will put the timestamp in the description below and you can simply skip to that timestamp at the end of the video to hear my quick, concise, final opinion on the game. But if you're not in a hurry, then you can just stay tuned and I will be playing through the game and I will be giving you my running commentary as I play through the game, and I will be telling you what I think is good and bad about the game as I play through the game today. So, first off, right now in the menu, the game is pulling 260 watts of power from my GPU, which is really brutal. That's like when I play Cyberpunk 2077 on high at 2K resolution. That game pulls around 270 watts. So the fact that this game right now is pulling 260 watts of power, like, I don't know what the fuck is being rendered currently, because this does not look amazing, and yet it's pulling the same power as Cyberpunk 2077 right now, which is insanity. So yeah, the fact that it pulls that amount of power in the bloody main menu before we're even into the game, that's not good. No game should be pulling 270 watts of power in the main menu unless it's like a really good looking background. But anyway, they should really just make the background a .mp4 file instead of pulling 270 fucking watts of power in the main menu. So the options are really basic. You just get a graphics option. There's nothing like shadows. You can't change shadows. You can't change render distance, object detail, effects, quality, nothing like that. It's literally just graphics. So very basic. And then as far as the display options go, there's borderless, and then there's windowed, and then there's full screen, which is fine. And then otherwise than that, nothing really that is missing here from what I can see. There's no subtitles option, so I'm assuming the game doesn't have voice or anything like that. Otherwise there would have been a subtitle option here. Oh, anyway, yeah, very basic options menu, to be honest. But yeah, let's jump into the game. It bothers me that the play text is not the same font as the rest of the font. They literally made the play be a different font than the rest of them. That's weird. Okay, I'm assuming we have to click over here. And then I'm assuming you can select your difficulty here. 30%, well, 30 health. And then if you play an apprentice, is that the easiest? Yes, that's the easiest difficulty. Then you have 50 health and then 100% less malice free resale. That lets you move your towers. 3 additional free walls on each board. Coin recovery when monsters reach the finish line. Okay. And then on master you get less health and that's it. So literally the only difference between artisan and master is you have less health, 10 less health. And then on Apprentice, you have 50 health, and you have free selling, you have free walls, and you have coin recovery when you leak. So, I mean, I'm fine playing on Master. The difference between 30 health and 20 health is nothing, basically. I mean, it's 30%, but still 30% less health is no problem at all. So we will be playing on Master. In Artisan TD, you have to stop the monsters from moving from one dimensional portal to another. Your mission is to free the Chaos Archipelago from corruption. Select the wall plate. Place over there. Start the wave. Speed it up, probably. Another one there. You can't move the map at all, and you can't zoom in or out. To defend yourself, upgrade your tower. The next wave will be the last. Okay, upgrade this one. Okay. So you will always leak in this map. There is no way not to leak. Okay, apparently you're supposed to leak quite a lot. Okay, map. So we got 1 star there. How will you get more stars? It's literally impossible to play that map any better than what I just played it. So how are you supposed to get more stars? I mean, even on this one, with the free walls, it will be exactly the same outcome. Let's test something. Let's quickly see something. So, it will be literally impossible to play the map any better than what I just played it. Unless the developers are pieces of shit who are lying to us. Then we place another one there. Very fine. Now we're gonna leak 2. Okay, how is it possible that we didn't leak 2 right now? How is that possible? Now we upgrade it. Now we're gonna leak... how many was it? It was 2. We had 7 left. 11. Now we have to leak 11. Okay, so that's really fucked up because developers are lying to us. I fucking hate it when a developer doesn't provide you the information that you require to play the game efficiently. So right here, this is a lie. This is also a lie. Literally, there is a difference between Artisan and Master, and yet you are not being told what the difference is. So, there is some kind of thing. Firstly, more enemies spawn. That's the first difference. More enemies are spawning on Master than what there are spawning on Apprentice. Secondly, it looks like the enemies might be moving faster as well. I would have to play a little bit more to to determine that, but it looks like they're moving faster. It looks like the tower is shooting faster on the easier difficulty. Like, there's so many things. It's just really fucking stupid. Why isn't the developer telling us what is changing? Because this is bullshit. This is also bullshit. And this is probably bullshit because you kill... It doesn't tell you on this difficulty. It doesn't tell you that there will spawn less enemies. It doesn't tell you that the enemies will move slower or that your towers will shoot faster. Nothing like that. So, right from the get-go, we're 10 minutes into the review and already we have determined that the developers are fucking stupid because they cannot, for some reason, just tell you what is changing. They do not know how to provide the player with all of the information that the player needs to be provided. In fact, they are actively omitting information, which is absolute dog shit. In these types of games, in tower defense games, min-maxing is very, very important. Doesn't matter if you're playing Bloons TD or Plants vs Zombies, or doesn't matter. In all tower defense games, min-maxing is very important, and you cannot min-max if you do not know what is changing. If you are not being told the movement speed of the creeps, the health of the creeps, how many creeps will be spawning, the attack rate of your tower, the damage of your tower, the range of your tower, all of that kind of shit. If you're not being told that, then you might as well not fucking play the game, because these games are, by design, you have to be very, very efficient in these types of games, and you cannot be efficient if the fucking developer isn't telling you what is changing. So this already is fucking bullshit. I honestly feel like not even playing the game, because I cannot recommend the game if the developers aren't gonna tell you anything in the game. They're not telling you how many creeps are spawning. They're not telling you the health of the creeps, because clearly there's a difference between either the health of the creeps or the amount of creeps that are spawning, and I also think there's a difference between their movement speed between apprentice and master. And it's fucking bullshit that the developers aren't telling you what that difference is. So, yeah, it's fucking bullshit, honestly. The fact that we aren't being told anything, that's really, really bullshit. Already, I don't think I will be able to recommend this game. But let's try. Let's continue playing. What? Okay, so this is an empty tower, so you can place a thing on top of the empty tower. So you can also do this, obviously, which would be the most efficient. But then we don't have an attacking tower. We don't have enough money. So that means we have to restart. So you have to place this over here. Select the misplaced wall for resale. Walls can only be sold during the building phase. And then you get 50%. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's fine. Already, honestly, I'm not fucking impressed with this game in the slightest. Okay, corrupt monsters don't give money. Over a portal to get clues about the next waves. Okay, bony, 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 but this one is purple, and then the last two will be red. I don't know what red and purple means. It would be nice if they fucking told you down here what red and purple and grey means, but I guess they're not gonna do that. Okay, well that's a little bit bullshit because I basically played that map perfectly. You really will not be able to play the map any better than that, really. Maybe 1 or 2 leaks, but honestly, you will fucking leak on that map. It's impossible not to leak. So, honestly, I don't understand this balancing in this game at all, because if you will leak with 100% certainty on normal, we weren't even playing on master, we were playing on normal. If you will leak on normal, then like how the fuck will you ever get the 3rd star? I just don't understand. This game really is already pissing me off. We are offering you a gel tower that slows down enemies, does very little damages. Well, that's not correct. But optimizing that of nearby towers. Doing very little damages, but optimizing that of nearby towers. Like, this entire sentence is massively grammatically incorrect. So you can click on the enemies to see their, or even hover over them to see their details. So like 12 health, the purple ones have 12 health, and then the brown ones have 6 health. And then these ones have 18 health. And they move a little bit faster than the other ones. I like that the tower automatically doesn't just attack the front enemy, it actually attacks all enemies that aren't currently slowed, so that's very good. Next wave contains flying creatures, only archers can hit them. So where will the flying creatures come? Will they fly like this, or can they fly over buildings? Let's see. Oh, they can fly over buildings, okay. The tutorials should have told you that they can fly over buildings, so the tutorial is not giving us the necessary information. Ninjas can dodge every shot. A frozen ninja cannot dodge your shot. Okay. So, do you literally mean every shot? Okay, no, not every shot, fortunately. So you can attack, you can hit them, but they do dodge occasionally, basically. Okay, and then there's another flying wave coming here. Finally a map where we get 3 stars. I don't know what the stars are used for. We will have to see. Perhaps you can unlock some kind of a upgrade system or something like that later on. Use your walls to drive monsters over the sand, which slows them by 30%. Your labyrinth is your best defense, multiplying the power of your towers tenfold. I don't know what that means. Okay, so is this the sand over here? Knights have armor and crossbows have a good penetration rate, making them more effective than archers against armor. So this is 70% penetration, and then this is 30% penetration. This is 10% penetration. I can't really do much more mazing. I guess I can do some mazing over here. Over here as well. So next round will be flyers, and then more flyers, and then more flyers. So every round on the next rounds will be flyers, so we need to build ranged over here. I also don't see that you can change the priority. You should be able to change the priority. And yeah, it doesn't seem that you can even do that. I also see that the towers have rotational speed, which isn't noted on the tower itself. It should be noted, because I'm assuming not all towers have the same rotational speed. So, I honestly, like, by now they should have implemented a upgrade system. Because, like, what do you spend your stars on? If the game doesn't have any kind of a upgrade system, then, like, honestly, what the fuck is the point? Like, obviously you will unlock additional towers, that much is certain. Like, you're not just gonna have the magic tower, the arbalist tower, and the archer tower. You're obviously gonna get more towers eventually, but like, honestly, if you're just gonna unlock more towers, like, honestly, that's very little customization, to be honest. Let me quickly have a look here. I want to look at the Steam page to see if there's anything. So that map we just played, so those are different towers. You can see different towers. Nothing like you can see this dude has unlocked 5 different towers so far, and still there's nothing like a different spell or anything like that. There's some new tiles over there, but that doesn't really mean much in the way of progression. This guy has unlocked even more. Still, there's nothing like I'm looking for a spell. Maybe you can cast spells eventually or something like that. You can see there, for some reason, they just literally zoops running right over the tower. So I'm assuming eventually will encounter enemies that can ignore your towers and just run straight to the thing, basically like flying creatures, but these clearly are not flying. They're just running over your towers. Yeah, like, honestly, I don't see any kind of upgrades like how can I say, you know, a lot of these games you get upgrades for a tower, like attack speed upgrade for a certain type of tower, or a damage upgrade for a certain type of tower, that type of thing. And with this, I'm just not seeing anything. Honestly, if the game doesn't have any other progression except for unlocking more towers, then it's a very, very threadbare, surface level type game. And I don't see how they can charge $17 for a game like that. Well, there's very little screenshots for the game so far, which is understandable because the game literally just released today. And it's not a super popular game, to be honest. But yeah, like, even in this game, which I reviewed recently, no creeps were harmed. Even in this game, they have upgrades for the towers. They have meta progression, so to say, that you can spend points on. You get artifact points and stuff like that. And in this game, it just seems that there isn't anything like that. Like, honestly, it's very, very threadbare. I mean, a game like Riftbreaker, I don't even need to tell you that Riftbreaker is a very, very good tower defense. It's one of the best tower defense games on the market. In my opinion, the best tower defense game that I've ever played. Like, Sanctum 2 is very good. But the best one is, I wonder if I have it in my Prime World Defenders. There it is. This is the best tower defense game that I've ever played. I've mentioned that before. All of these games have meta progression, and it just seems that this game does not have any kind of meta progression. I honestly expected you to be able to spend your stars on something, you know, some kind of upgrades or a skill tree type of thing, but honestly there's just nothing. So honestly, the fact that the game developers are asking $17 is a little bit baffling. It just seems like a very, very, very basic tower defense that I honestly wouldn't spend more than $10 on. So the fact that they're asking almost double that is really strange. On top of that, the tutorial has missed several things. Like the tutorial is not good. And then obviously on top of that, the biggest issue that I have with the game, as I already said, is the fact that they simply lie to you. They do not tell you what the difference is between apprentice, artisan, and master. They simply do not tell you. And that, in my honest opinion, makes the game unplayable. If you cannot know what the difference is between an artisan and master, the game is unplayable because there is clearly a difference, and yet you are not being told what that difference is. And if you're not being told the information regarding difficulty, then you have to wonder, what else aren't the developers telling you? What else are the developers hiding? And in a game like this, if the developer chooses to hide things from you, then you will not be able to play the game efficiently. And if you can't play the game efficiently, then I don't see a point to playing the game at all. Like, the entire point of a tower defense game is to play the game efficiently. And you simply cannot do that in this game, unfortunately. So I don't need to play any more of the game, honestly. Like I said, the best tower defense game that I've ever played, in my opinion, is Prime World Defenders 1, and Prime World Defenders 1 is $10. Like, why would I spend $17 on this game, which is clearly inferior, when I can pay $10 to get the best tower defense game ever made? Like, honestly, I don't see why this developer is charging $17. How much is a game like Bloons? I quickly have to see, because I haven't played Bloons in a very, very long time. I just want to see what is the price of Bloons. Let me have a look here quickly, because Bloons is also a very good game. I wouldn't say that it's better than a game like Prime World Defenders, obviously, but it is a very good game. A game that I can definitely recommend. Let's have a look here. Okay, so Bloons TD 6 is $14. So even Bloons TD 6 is cheaper than this game is. And then Bloons TD 5 is free to play, I'm pretty sure. Let me have a look. It's free to play on mobile. And then on PC, what's the price on PC? $10. So you can get Bloons TD 5, you can get Bloons TD 6 for cheaper than what this game is asking, and both of those games have way more meta progression and things that you can unlock than what this game has. They have way more features than what this game has, and at least in a game like Bloons TD, you are told what you need to know when it comes to actually playing the game. So you are told the different difficulty modifiers, you are told the attack speed, damage, all of that kind of stuff. You aren't told rotational speed, but Bloons TD doesn't have rotational speed. This game has rotational speed on the towers, and you aren't even told the rotational speed, which is another issue. You cannot play the game efficiently if you aren't told the information that you need to know to play the game efficiently. So honestly, I don't need to play this game anymore. It is inferior to a game like Bloons TD or obviously Prime World Defenders 1, and it's definitely not worth $17. Maybe if you're looking for a very basic tower defense that will give you a couple of hours of gameplay, even though, like I say, in my opinion, the game is a little bit unplayable because you're not being told the information that you need to play the game efficiently. And if you can't play the game efficiently, then in my opinion, you shouldn't play the game at all. Obviously only with regards to tower defense games. In other games, I will overlook information that is not provided to the player, but in a tower defense game especially, you need to be provided all of the different information to play the game efficiently, and that is simply something that doesn't happen in this game. So yeah, I can't recommend this game, and I'm honestly gonna uninstall the game after this. There are simply other better tower defense games on the market that I would rather play than a game like this where you aren't even being told the salient information that you need to be told. So yeah, I can't recommend the game at all, honestly. Not even for $10 I wouldn't play the game. I'm just gonna uninstall the game, honestly. So yeah guys, that is pretty much it. As always, if you want to see more reviews, if you want to enable me to do more reviews, then you can head over to patreon.com/LFP to support the channel, and that will allow me to do more reviews and to buy more games for reviews for the channel. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. This game is gonna be uninstalled right after this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.